a few things. I'm kind of curious about this idea that you started this 10 years ago, and you're thinking about maybe you want to write a book from the time your parents are reading to you. But I love this idea that you're an award-winning filmmaker, an award-winning actress, an award-winning media host. You're the Variety BC Youth Ambassador. But you're thinking, you know what I need is I really need to be an author. Where if I'm looking at your resume, I'm like, well, that's a nice thought, but you're already there. So what was it about wanting to be an author that spoke to you and yeah?
So telling stories, just in a different form, because acting is the bodily form of telling stories. Writing is the physical form of telling stories because you're reading it. And audiobooks is the hearing, I don't remember, form of telling stories. So I want to incorporate telling what comes out of my head in my different ways. Like, I love to draw. Drawing and painting are my favorite because it's physical and it's a way of telling a story or something, an image in my head that people can visually see. So write it down for people to see. Like in poetry, I do love poetry, so I try to do that a lot, just to incorporate different ideas into what I'm doing. So I thought writing when I was younger was something I wanted to try, because when I was younger I tried a lot. I tried a lot of sports. I tried a lot of performance. I did dance, but I wanted to try something that I didn't think I could do, because I thought writing would take a really long time with my attention span, and that it would take even longer with the editing because of my dyslexia. But anything you do, you can probably overcome, even if there's barricades in the way. Anything that you probably think you can't do or you don't have hope of doing, you could probably do it, like I did, and I didn't think I could.
So, well, there's a few things I'll follow up on that. Although I feel like we should probably talk just a little bit about you've got anxiety, ADHD, and dyslexia. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
And you're a big speaker about that. You said that you've got they've given you two superpowers because you can memorize and memorize things, and you have a higher level of sensitivity toward others. Is that right?
Yeah, there are ups and downs to having these things, as there are for everything. So, having ADHD isn't exactly always the fact I can't focus on specific things. It's also having the awareness of other things and the awareness of other people's feelings and seeing things differently, because not all people see everything the same way because they interpret things differently through life experiences and stuff. That is just another way of me interpreting something. So the way I write too, because of my dyslexia, I can overcome these things because they can easily be as they can easily be. I say that, but it can be really hard at points. These things can be overcome. Even if it is hard, even if it gives you good things. Like my ability to memorize now is way better because I have dyslexia, and it makes me more aware of what is happening, and that I'm just generally good at memorizing things.
Gotcha. What are you hoping that people will take away from your book about this, and what would you like people to know about people with anxiety, ADHD, and dyslexia?
That we're not necessarily disabled. Thank you very much. We are just, it's a learning difference. It's a different way of learning because people see it as a disability, and everyone has anxiety about everything. So these things layer on each other because ADHD comes with anxiety and a bunch of other challenges, but these things aren't to be looked down upon because, people need a little bit more help, but everyone needs help with everything. And through the book, I wanted to add a little bit more spice and magic to life, because life can get boring or upsetting at some points. So I want this to be a good thing and hope for people.